Morning everyone, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison and you need to crush the likes. Crush the likes if you like these videos and subscribe if you've not already subscribed to this channel already, and hit the notification bell. I'll take a wee drink in there. Somebody suggested getting a t-shirt or a mug or something. I thought that was quite a cool idea, so I did, and just went out and got it. So today we're going to be talking about we'll do the market updates just as normal, and I'm going to talk about the miracle of compounding. And I'm putting together a report or a kind of mini ebook or a kind of a guide or something for the premium members, and it's a new strategy that I'm back testing. I've been back testing for the last couple of days, and I'm really excited about it. And you're not going to believe the numbers when we talk about this. But first we're going to see who's in the house just now and make sure we're all up and running. Okay, I'll just jump over. Okay, so we have Rob UK, one of our brilliant admins in the team. We've got a new admin over at CYT-Crypto as well. If you've not joined already, you can join the free group. Links are down below. And you can join us over at Premium as well. Link down below for the $37 per month program. And that's where I'm going to be sharing to all the premium members this brand new strategy that could be amazing, could be absolutely amazing. It has blown me away how kind of simple and easy it could be if we're disciplined enough to do it. And that's what I was doing. That's why I'm a wee bit late. So I do apologise for being a wee bit late. I was kind of writing the guide and I got carried away. Didn't realise the time, so I'm a wee bit late in trying to get set up. So we've got Rob UK in the house, one of our brilliant admins. As I said, we've got a new admin, Sharon, from the US. So big, huge welcome to you, Sharon. And she's joined us over in the admin kind of group as well. And I've been sharing this strategy with the admin group just now, just to get their feedback on it, and everybody's really excited about it. So can't wait to get started. Christopher Dalsin is in the house. Mervyn Skidmore, Eddie Holland is back with us. Deb, another brilliant admin in the group as well. He's with us this morning. Good to see you, Deb. And DGSI. Cole Phillips, Bruce Rudling, Eugene, I can hardly talk, I'm that bloody excited. Honest Crypto Journey, Eugene Cunningham. Relts is in, Marcus Jafari, Mike Pauling, Crypto Dread, George Charles is back with us. Chris Noble, Matt the Carpenter, Christopher A, Debbie Claydon is back with us. Good to see you, Debs. Monica Derek Holroyd, is that a new name to hear? Does that icon resemble a Highland Terrier like Steve? Pat the Scotty Dog. Davey Stewie, IoT Financial, Rafi Bogosian, and Terrell Hooker, Rocco Guerra is in, Alex Jug, Gethin Davis, Reginald Bowler, Ty Denelli is in with us. Good morning to you. Richard Cooper, Jacob Hopkins, Scotch Bull is back with us, Scotch Posse is in the house, Mike Mason is in. Good to see you here, Mike. Great to catch you live and looking forward to seeing what the new strategy is. Scott Vernouille is in, Matthew Parks, Patrick Griffin, Mohammed Ahmed, and that's it. That's who we've got in at the moment. So welcome to everybody. Really appreciate your time. I know you could be doing other things, but instead you're going to kind of listen to me talking. So what we'll do, we'll look at the markets first of all, as we always do, and Bitcoin's taken a jump, which is excellent. Bitcoin has jumped up to 6,721, up 3.71% in the last 24 hours. Which is good news, because we've been in such a down market just now, and it's every day it was like, oh Christ, here we go again, and it was just like that every day. So what's that done to the market cap? The market overall capitalization has gone up to $286 billion, which is brilliant. It's jumped up about $12 billion over the last 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance is up slightly to 40.1%. I'm just going to turn off the Telegram. Telegram is just going mental just now. We've got such a brilliant group over at Telegram, and the premium group and also the free group as well. Okay, so yeah, Bitcoin dominance 40.1%. Who are the winners and losers? Factom has jumped up nearly 14%. Syscoin is up in double figures as well, up 11.05. Dentacoin, basic attention token, Ethereum Classic, Tron is going up, which is good eventually. So it's coming up to $3 billion for Tron. Ontology is going back up as well. Excellent. MadeSafe, Dropel is going up. Scry Info, I've never heard of that. That must have just came in. as well. Scry.info is in. Never seen that at all. Don't know if anybody has checked that out. Cash, Blocknet. So there's loads of them up, and there's only about, say, 15% that's down. Decentraland is down 7.59. Moac is down 5.15. Wakey Chain has been going down quite a bit, 4.8% down. So, and Binance Coin has gone down slightly to $16.66, down 1.84%. Binance Coin has just done phenomenal over the last week or so, over the last couple of weeks, to be honest. So there's not that many coins down at the moment, so it's looking good. We'll just look at the next 100 and see who the top gainers are there. Streamer Data Coin, 35% up. SonM has done brilliant as well, 23%. IoTex up 18%. Bitcoin Dark up 17%. Smart Cash, Telcoin, StakeNet, Raiden Network, High Performance, Blockchain is all up in the double figures as well. The losers, Skycoin down 21%. What happened to Skycoin? Docademic, that's been going up. So it's just a slight correction on that as well. All Sports, Limpo, Bank to the Future as well. Nexo has gone down a bit as well. So that's the kind of markets just now. We're just going to take a look on Coinigy just now. Take a look on Binance. We'll load up the charts. Oh, it's not MACD. Yeah, it is MACD. And we'll take a look at where Bitcoin has been or is going. 6689 at the moment. And we'll just kind of zoom in there, so you can see in a 6-hour chart, for the first time in a long time, the 7 MA has crossed over the 25 MA, and that was with this big jump yesterday from 6,413 all the way up to 6,792. So big jump there, and we can see there's a few red candles there in the 6-hour chart, but they're small red candles, so the bulls and the bears are kind of fighting just now at the moment, just to see what's happening with Bitcoin. Okay, so that's going to affect every single other one that's in USDT just now. Ethereum will have a similar chart, I would imagine. Yeah, very similar. And Litecoin, which I'm in at the moment, 6 on the 6 hour, the 7 MA is crossing over the 25 MA. A couple of red candles there, which is not good, but there's small kind of red candles as well. TRX, where's TRX? That's jumped up, which is good. That's good news. Okay, we'll just go back to the chat just now. Jacob Hopkins, like crushed, excellent. Don't trade, just hodl for God's sake, guys. Trading is good. Trading is good. You can hodl as well, but sometimes it's not necessarily the best. And I've been backtesting for the last couple of days, as I said, a new strategy. And hodling is not always the best option. Trading could be the best option here, especially we're still in a bear market. Essentially, we're still in a bear market. There might be a bit of a reversal just now, but it doesn't mean to say we're not in a bear market. We still are in a bear market. We have to remember that. I've just banged the likes, literally. Scottish Bull, Mervyn Skidmore, I really should change my screen name. Yeah, that's... I don't know what it means everywhere else in the world, but Skid, that sounds like skid marks to me. I don't know if that's your real name, and I'm not taking a piss out your real name, but if you've made that up, then that's what it kind of sounds like to me. Apologies if it is your real name, Skidmore. Mohammed Ahmed, hi Steve. A day kid with a new toy, Steve. Yes, it is, and we're going to be talking about it in a second. I'm not going to give you the full kind of strategy. It really is for the premium members, and I'm not just kind of doing that just to try and make more money, but obviously it kind of helps me, it helps the channel as well. If I can get more premium members in there. Scottish Young Team, Steve-o. Scottish Young Team. Alex Jug, crush the likes, people. Yes. Come on, Litecoin, break that $100. Yes, I'm looking for Litecoin to break 100. If it can, if it breaks 102, then we're going back up to an uptrend for Litecoin. Davey Stewie, can't keep up with all the Telegram chats. Love the CYT family. The CYT-Crypto Telegram family is just brilliant. And the Facebook group as well. We've got a free Facebook group and we've got the premium Facebook group as well. But all the actions in the Telegram group. Happy to see you doing again, Samuel Ruffy. Ron Pecora is in the house as well. Good to see you here. need to get into BNB. That's the next one I'm going for. Yeah, BNB, I'm just looking for a position in BNB, or the right entry point for BNB, not a position. And now is roughly the time we're kind of looking at for Binance Coin. So you can see it's been following the 7MA, it's using that as support, and it's now using that as resistance just now, but I expect it to go back up, but there's not at the moment a good entry point on the 6-hour chart. Certainly, we'll just have a look at the hourly chart. There's a lot of noise on the hourly chart, obviously, and according to the hourly chart, we should have sold out about 260,000. It's now at 247. So normally what we'd do on the hourly chart, we'd wait on the 7MA crossing the 25MA, and then we'd say, okay, it's a good time to get back in. But we'll wait and see what happens with BNB. It's been on a huge rise. A huge rise. 224,000 it's gone up. It's gone up even more than that, obviously. That's just the hourly chart. If we were to look on the daily chart for BNB, we can obviously see the rise from really round about here at 21,000 all the way up. It's 10x'd since December. But recently, if we go on 153,000 on the daily and just stayed in it on the daily using the 7MA and the 25MA crossover, we'd have still been in that trade and made, we'll just have a look, about 70% on that trade if we stayed in it using the daily chart. So we have to be careful what chart we're using when we're using TA, and I use simple TA. It's just simple 7MA crossing over the 25MA, as simple as you can get. No real other indicators apart from obviously looking at the volume and the RSI as secondary indicators, but the primary indicator is the 7MA crossing over the 25MA. Okay, I want to ask you a question. So we've been looking at a new strategy. I've been sharing it with the admin group, and everybody's getting kind of really excited about it. And we're getting prepared to enter this new strategy using $1,000. So I want to ask you a question, and I'm going to try and look for this just now. Just bear with me a wee second, so I can find. I'll try and find it just now for you. It really is quite exciting. Right, okay. I found it just now. So I want to ask you a question first of all. If you invested $1,000, how many trades do you think it would take to reach $1 million if you were to gain 10% on each trade? 10% is not that much when you think about it, because there's crypto coins, cryptocurrencies kind of moving up and down 20, 30, 40, 50% in a day. So how many trades do you think it would take to go from $1,000 to $1 million? If you're an admin, don't answer the question. Don't answer the question if you're an admin. So if you're a CYT-Crypto admin, do not answer that, because you already know the answer. So do not answer that. Let everybody else try and guess how many trades it would take to go from $1,000 to $1 million, each with a 10% gain. How many trades do you think it would take? I'm just going to go back to the group and see what you come up with. LOL, Steve, it's not my real name. I'm Steve as well. All right, excellent, Mervyn. I'm glad, because I thought, shit, I put my foot in it there, if that is your real name, Skidmore. So how many trades do you think it would take to go from 1,000 to $1 million, each with a 10% gain? Rob Taylor, you've already done that. You've already looked at it. 73 trades to go from $1,000 to $1 million. So you're right, Rob Taylor. Rob, I kind of shared this with you as well. You shouldn't have done that. I shared this with you as well. Monica said 1,000. Rob Taylor says, I'm not an admin. You're right, you're not an admin, but I did share it with you, you cheeky wee sod. Jacob Hopkins, 6 trades. I wish. That would be fantastic if it was only 6 trades. Pete Harding said 50 trades. But yeah, 73 trades you would need at 10% each. And do you think you could do 73 trades in a year? You could do 73 trades in a year. I've done 73 trades in a month. before, if I'm being really honest. So 73 trades to go from $1,000 to $1 million. So we've gotten a new strategy that we're going to be trying out using the miracle of compounding. I'm calling it the 3 to 6 strategy, from 3 zeros to 6 zeros. So the 3 to 6 strategy, and I'm going to be sharing that with the premium members this week sometime. I'm just writing the report just now for you, just showing you exactly, but I want to share, it's not the strategy that I'm going to share with you, but I want to show you the kind of compounding stuff and the miracle compounding. So we've got here, if you invested $250, if you didn't have $1,000, if you invested $250 and you're getting 1% profit on each trade, you'd only need 834 trades to get to $1 million. 10%, if you invested $250, you'd only need 88 trades. If you're getting 40% on each trade, which is doable, you'd be getting you'd only need 25 trades to get to $1 million. From $250 to $1 million, you'd only need 25 trades, with trades at 40% profit on each. Now, if you invested $10,000, you'd only need 14 trades to get from 10,000 to 1 million at 40%. This is the miracle of compounding. If you don't know what compounding is, basically you start, say, for example, with $1,000, and if you get 10%, that's you got $1,100. So you take that $1,100 and put it into a brand new kind of coin, or you wait on the kind of same coin and get back in at a different kind of level, and you get another 10%. So it builds up and builds up, and you keep on putting the profits into each successive trade, and that's the miracle of compounding. And I just thought this is just a really great idea in crypto. Obviously, when you get up to the likes of, I say, $100,000, and trying to trade that in the market, it's going to be difficult. So you'd have to be looking at big exchanges like Binance, which could handle $100,000. But there's only certain coins on Binance that would be able to handle $100,000 relatively easily, Tron being one of them. Obviously, Bitcoin, you'd be able to do it relatively easily in that as well. But having said that, not that easy. So we'll just see who's got the most volume just now. EOS. So if we were to look at EOS just now, and EOS is $10.49. So that would be, you'd be looking at 10,000 EOS you'd be looking to buy. How easy would it be to buy 10,000 EOS, which is 15 Bitcoins worth? It wouldn't be that easy, even in EOS, which has got high volume. So that would be the difficulty. Obviously, you'd have to take your time and do it over a certain period of time. You wouldn't be able to buy them all at once. But you could do it, but it'd be really difficult. And this is where the difficulty in this kind of system would lie. It'd be getting up to the big trades for 100,000, 500,000. So we've figured out a way to kind of look at that as well. So I've figured out a way to kind of get that issue kind of sorted. So yeah, it would take quite a lot of trades. It wouldn't be that easy to kind of trade in the market. If we could find an OTC trader, that would be fantastic. If we could find it over the counter kind of trades, that would be brilliant from that point of view. But yeah, it would be quite difficult. And you'd need a few million. Say if you had 15 Bitcoin, 2.3 million for Tron. That would be relatively easy actually. 2.3 million. You could buy that very, very easily. It's only 2.3 million. It can't be right. 15 Bitcoin worth. 2.23 million. So that would be relatively easy. So it would be good if you found a coin that you could trade in and it had high liquidity as well. So that would be really good if we could do that. Tron is definitely one of them from what we see here as well. You wouldn't have to pay that much of a premium. So that's the miracle of compounding, and that's kind of what we're working on just now, and I'll be working on that throughout this week. just now, and sharing it with the premium members as well. So it's going to be really good. I'm really excited about it. And I've kind of been doing that to a degree on Bancor just now. So I've shared with you in the past how I started with $500. I thought I would just try it. $500, and I managed to trade it up to $7,000. But the problem with Bancor is you can only trade up to about a maximum of $2,000 at a time before you start paying those high premiums, depending on the liquidity of the coin as well. So look at Bancor just now. I'm just going to show you my account just now on Bancor. A lot of people say you shouldn't do that, but I'm just going to show you anyway. So this is a $500 account. It's up currently at $5,789 because the market took a dip. So that's from $500. So it's 11x. It's went up 1100% over the last 7 weeks. And what I did is I took out $1,184 of that and started trading it with that, just to show you how it could do. And this is the current position we're in backs just now. So the $1,184 is down at $1,117 at the moment. So I was up with DTRC, a split DTRC. I think that's going to go back up, but I split DTRC and kind of put that into backs, and that was the $1,184. So that'll come up. There's no doubt that's going to come up again. So that's where the position is just now, and that's where I kind of first started doing it. I shared that with the kind of admin group as well, what we were doing there, just testing. And I think the admin group has done well with this kind of method as well, but it's not using TA. It's using the cyclo or the cyclical movements of the actual shares, not the shares, the projects. So the cyclical movements on kind of Bancor is sometimes it goes up 100%, and then we see it kind of dipping right back down, and we buy it on the dip, and then it goes back up, we sell it on the up and buy another one that's on the dip, and just we've been swapping coins and doing that, and it's been good. And I've shared that with the kind of premium group as well, what I've been doing as well, and it's worked. It's 1100% in 6 weeks, which is you're never going to get that in a bank. You're not going to get a pension, any kind of bonds or anything like that. So it's been fantastic from that point of view. So I'm going to be doing that, taking out some of the money here and kind of putting it across to some of the exchanges. So be the likes of KuCoin, be putting it in, Binance would be putting it in, Buybox as well. Not IDEX. IDEX is just there's not enough kind of liquidity in some of the coins on IDEX. So we'll be looking at the bigger exchanges and the higher liquidity coins as well. So now you're going to ask, okay, how do you get to kind of get at least 5%, 6%, 10%, 30%? Well, when I've been doing the back testing for this, I've found that we're not going to get 10%. We're looking more like 30, 40, 50% gains, which means less trades and less volatility. And that's the strategy I'm working on. That kind of blew me away as well, because I thought it's going to be relatively easy to get 10% coins, but when do you get in, when do you get out, and looking at those strategies. So that's what I'm working on just now, and we've found a way. We've found a way to do it and look at it and looking at different things. So that's what I'm working on just now, and I'll share that with you, the premium members, as well. So it's really exciting, and we'll see what happens. And obviously we're talking about being in a bear market as well. This still works in a bear market. It's not just a kind of bull market, but in a bull market you're going to exponentially increase that as well. Now we'll go to a few comments just now. Mervyn Skidmore, the power of compounding, 8 trades, but one has to be ADA and times 100. That's the thing as well, Mervyn, or Steve, now that I know your name, Steve, you need to change your name. The difficulty is on social media, that on Telegram, nobody uses the right name. On YouTube, nobody uses the right name. That's why I kind of set up the group in Facebook, because it's the real kind of names. Usually, it's usually the real names on Facebook. But it's difficult. So, you need to change your name, Mervyn. Well, you don't have to, I'm just joking. Yeah, so the miracle of compounding, ADA would be a great candidate, because what we're looking for here, we're at the bottom of the market just now, because Bitcoin had just started to rise just now. If this is the start of the bull run, then it's going to be, this strategy is just going to be superb. It's going to be amazing. But the difficulty comes in a bear market. But we can still find them in a bear market. We've found about 3 or 4 coins just now on Binance, on KuCoin, on BuyBox. It's 3 or 4 coins or 3 or 4 projects that are kind of at the kind of 10%, 20%, 30% level just now. Binance Coin is obviously one that's in play at the moment. So that you can still find coins in a bear market, but in a bull market, you're just going to find so many projects that are just going to get you that 10%, 20%, 30%. ADA or Cardano is going to be one of them, I would imagine. Rob Taylor, that's one trade at 10% gain every 5 days. It's just amazing how simple this kind of strategy could be, because you just go, holy shit, that can't be that easy. Why would other people not be doing this? And there are other people doing this. But they're just not kind of talking about it that much. But going from 1,000 to 1 million, you just go, holy shit, this could be mental amazing. Scottish Bull, my head's pickled. Too early in the morning, Steve. Sounds good though. Matthew Parks, 1,000 times 1.1 star 73. 2 10% trades a day. Rocco, 2 10% trades a day. Yeah, I wouldn't take that much. That'd be in a month or something, wouldn't it? So 2 10% trades a day. Yeah, we're talking about a month. Within a month, you could go from 1,000 to 1 million, but you'd have to get the 10%. But imagine getting the 40% gains, but you're not going to get 40% gains every day. There's not going to be a lot of coins that's going to give you that. Spread, you do 10k trades instead of 100k one. Yeah, that's the kind of solution. But then you're not compounding. That's the only part. So you're compounding from 10,000 up to the next trade, but you're not compounding from 100,000 into one coin. So, but it'll still kind of work out the same. It would work out the same actually. So that was a kind of solution to kind of split them. Bruce Rudling, can you imagine doing your 73rd trade of over $900,000? I know that would be crazy. You'd be a whale essentially, because you would be moving markets with $900,000. Even on the likes of Binance, which is high liquidity, you would become a whale in the market. Matthew Parks, yeah, de-risk the larger trades and the smaller ones. Yep. And that would mitigate any kind of losses you make on one trade. So if you split it across, say, 10, for example, or 9, and you're mitigating kind of losses that you could make. And obviously you'd have to put stop losses in as well. Maybe not from the start, but if you're away from your computer and you're not trading, obviously you need to put in stop losses to mitigate any kind of losses that you're going to make. Mr. Scratch, hi, my name is Pups. What do you think about Encash? Encash is good. It's at the bottom just now. So Encash could be good. There was a lot of FUD going on a while ago about it, but it seems to have kind of settled down now. Hi Jesse, how you doing? Matthew Parks, TRX is the one to use. TRX would be brilliant for trading, and it is brilliant for trading. You can see TRX has gone up just now from a low of 612. It's up at 672 just now. So Tron would be a brilliant trading coin for this. And even if you just stuck with Tron, you'd be okay. What would it be like? So if you wanted 22 million, you would pay a premium for 22 million if you're going all in. I'll just have a wee look. To buy 22 million, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You could buy 22 million and push it up to about 720. Become a whale, and once people see that start rising, everybody else would jump on it. But then it would be selling 22 million would be difficult as well. Yeah. So that would be the difficulty, but yeah, you're right, it would just be splitting the coins or splitting the projects. Peter Harding, large purchases, you have to ladder your buy-ins. Exactly. You have to kind of ladder them in. So you wouldn't be able to do it all at the one time. And see, Articox is a new high-risk coin. Never checked that out. We'll check that out in a wee sec. Eugene Cunningham, no kin in your wallet. Yeah, we've got kin, so I've got long-term, so I've got 4 different accounts on Bancor. So what I've done is I've used that as a kind of trading account almost. And just with the trading account, it's just this kind of strategy of switching between coins. So we've got other accounts on Bancor that I'm using for kind of longer term and just kind of holding coins as well. And I've also got the CYT-Crypto Community Fund coin as well. Not coin, wallet. Christopher A, impressive gains. Just like always hold at least 1 million kin just in case. Yeah, kin can just double at kind of any point. So kin is a good long-term coin. Honest Crypto Journey. How do you watch the coin cycles on Bancor? Well, it's difficult with Bancor because you don't know how much. It's kind of because they've not got charts on it, so you have to go over to the IDEX charts and look at that and just keep an eye on. So there's certain ones I've been using. So BAX would be one of them. Deuterius Credit would be another one. Zinfin could be a good one. What are the other ones? Kin, obviously, as well. We could use XPAP, might come into play, but the liquidity is very low. XBP, got that as well. That's on a kind of cycle just now. It's on a down cycle and it's still in profit just now. Not really used kind of lead coin. So there's a few that you could use that you switch between. So I think there's 6 or 7 that I'm using just now to switch between. Kin would be a good example of getting in just now. It was down at 134. So Kin might be a good example in switching back into Kin if you had a coin that was doing well in the up. So XBP might be good to switch to Kin, for example. But that's on Bancor and that's on a smaller scale. So then we'll have to kind of upscale it and use the likes of kind of Binance or KuCoin or Buybox or one of the bigger exchanges. Bittrex could be good as well. iTex is a perfect example. Yeah, iTex, we kind of looked at that and that's actually doing okay just now. Chris Noble, will you be sharing the plays you're making with the premium group? So we'll all be doing the same strategy at the same time. What I'll do in the premium group, so good question, Chris. What I'll be doing in the premium group, once I've shared it with everybody and if everybody's kind of on board with it, I'll be sharing maybe like 4 coins of the day that are kind of in play or I've just started to go into play. So I'll be sharing that in the premium channel. So I've got a premium channel for all the premium members. And if you just kind of put on your announcements, because I hardly do any kind of posts in there, put on your announcement, turn them on. Turn on your notifications from the premium channel, and you'll see every time I put something in there, so you don't miss anything. Mervyn Skidmore, real name in Telegram. Ah, right, okay, you've got your real name in there. It's hard to keep track of everybody. Jennifer Bernardo, good morning all. Taking this time to increase my positions. Excellent. Ty Donnelly, Telegram name, always chill. Ah, right, see, I always get mixed up. But now I know. But tomorrow I'll forget. It's nothing personal, it's just because there's hundreds of people in there. So Ty, you're always chill, right? Because you always do it in the kind of BABB group as well. That's good. Good to know. Dave, down on BNB coin. Yeah, it's down just now, but I'm expecting it to kind of go back. Well, I'm keeping an eye on it, thinking it might go back up, so I'm not in it just now. Pete Harding, big boy pants required when you're moving more than your mortgage about. Yes, you need big boy pants and big girl pants to do something like this. Definitely. However, if you used the strategy and got up to $100,000, you might just want to get out. So it's just showing you how you could get to $1 million from $1,000. But going from 3 to 5 zeros instead of 3 to 6, you might be happy with that. So what you might do once you get to 100,000, you might take half of it out, turn it into fiat, or just kind of put it into Bitcoin and just leave that there, and then you trade with another 50,000 and use that. So it would take balls to do this. Once you're getting up to 100,000, 250,000, 500,000. So yeah, you need your big girl pants on, your big boy pants on. Crush the likes, everyone. If you're liking these videos, crush the likes. Black Label 46, did you or anyone here receive the pre-LDC coins into your Bancor wallet? Not sure why I did. Not checked that. I checked it this morning. I didn't receive anything like that. Jennifer Bernardo, there's also a lot of FUD going on with Skycoin. Ah, right, so it's Skycoins. So there's some FUD going on just now. Davey Stew, if you get to know a coin and its cycles, you can move in and out of the same coins. Exactly, Davey. And that's a good thing about Tron. So I've been trading Tron for a few months. I've stopped trading it over the last kind of couple of weeks. But I've been trading Tron with really good effect, just looking at the cycles, and Tron is a brilliant one to do that with. Rafi Bogosian, do you think it's a good idea to get into Ethereum Classic? Yes, I do. I think it is a good idea. I kind of called this Ethereum Classic, and we'll just look at it just now. I think Ethereum Classic is going to be a really good one for the short term and longer term as well. So it's up on the daily, definitely time to get in. I kind of said this the other day at 204,000 Satoshi. Is up at 240,000. Is it 240? 229,000 just now. So I think it's going to go higher from here. And I just think it's going to keep on going up. But obviously you need to watch your entry and exit positions as well for that. But obviously do your own research, Rafi. Explain more on coin switching on Bancor. So when you're on Bancor, say you buy BACs, and you buy, say, 1 million BACs, and it goes up by 30%. So you've got a 30% profit in BACs. So then what you do is you look for a coin that's on a low cycle. When I say a low cycle, I'm talking about it's at kind of a low point in its price from where it was, from its recent all-time high, and it goes down to a kind of recent all-time low. So for example, Kin's been up as high as 334. So you might say, okay, BACs has got me 30%. I'm going to put all that into Kin and not hoping that goes up. You're kind of, it's an educated kind of guess, and you're putting that into Kin and hoping that kind of goes up. And if you get 30% on that, that's you got two 30% coin trades. And then you take the profits from that and maybe switch it into Blitz Predict, for example, which might be on a down cycle. And you kind of put it into that. When it goes up to the up cycle, you get another 30% and keep switching. If BACs then goes on a down cycle, you switch from Blitz Predict into BACs. And you keep doing that between 5, 6, 7, 8 coins because they're not all going to be up at the same time. So just look on Bancor just now. Daniil, which is one that's kind of been kind of called in the past, is up 37%. So you wouldn't be buying it necessarily at this price. You'd wait on Daniil maybe coming back down to 4 cents or something, and then maybe buy back in again because it's on a cycle just now. It seems to be on a cycle. I'm not saying it definitely is. It seems to be on a cycle. But it's a good one to get into as well for the long term. Same as Deuterius Credit. That's on a kind of down cycle at the moment, although it's up 7%. Has been as low as 6,500. So that might be a good one to get into if you were up on another one. So I hope that explains it. Stephen, your opinion, how safe is Bancor? Yeah, I like Bancor. It's safe because it's not really an exchange as such. You're not holding your coins on an exchange. Bancor's not holding your coins. It's in a wallet. So you can use MetaMask for it. You can use my Ethereum wallet. You can use, that's the ones I would kind of use. So yeah, I do feel it is safe. I've had no issues with it at all. There's obviously some issues with paying premium prices and the prices you're paying, but you can still make money on it. I've showed you how to make money. There's a lot of people made money on it, just doing what we're kind of talking about, switching between coins. Mike Cryptical is in the house. Welcome to you. Stuart, 301097. Can BABB hit 50 cents end of this year? 50 cents would be a stretch. I think 50 cents would be a stretch. So if we look at BABB just now, so it's currently at 1/10 of a cent. 50 cents with a circulating supply of nearly 21 billion. So it would go up to $10 billion at 50 cents. $10 billion ain't going to happen for the end of this year for BABB, who's currently, that would put them in 5th position. So unlikely. It could. You never know. If there's much, a shitload, $2 trillion come into the market, obviously these figures are going to kind of double, triple, quadruple. And the 10 billion would maybe put us, or put BABB, I keep saying us, it's just because I'm so invested in BABB, at 25 or something like that, because all the other ones are going to go up as well. So I don't see 50 cents. If it was, it would be amazing. But I don't see it for the end of the year, no, if I'm being really honest. JC Standard, I see a bull flag. For Bitcoin, you're talking about, JC? Why not use TBX tokens as a fund for this system? Derek, that's what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at lots of different options. So the TBX tokens, Token Box, which I've called as one of the my calls, it's down about 25% just now, but expected to go get back up. It's going to release its kind of product in mid-July, or the first stage of it in mid-July, and that's what I'm getting kind of excited about, to set up a fund of something, some kind. But the fund I want to set up, I want to set up a fund and tokenize that fund, CYT-Crypto fund, but use that for buyers of the program. So I want to give you money back. So if you invest the $37 a month for the program, I want to give you something back every 6 months, in the hopes that you're going to gain enough education to make a profit and get your money back, at least $37 a month back. Plus you'll get these tokens as well that will be worth something, so you can kind of sell them and you're going to get money back again. So I'd love the program to say, okay, you buy in at $37 a month and you'll get $100 to $200 back every year in tokens, plus whatever you make through the education of this as well, if that makes sense. So I want to make it as much of a no-brainer as possible. Farah Tannehill, if you had to pick BABB or Pundit all in, BABB. I would pick BABB every time. They're doing great things just now. They're getting releasing new kind of updates. Just well, they've got a new video. They've got obviously the crowd sale going on just now. I think that finishes today. So I wonder how much they've raised on the crowd sale. Don't know how much they've raised. I don't know how much, if it tells you how much they've raised just now. But they're just doing really good things. I think BABB are going to be huge. Where are they at just now with the... Do you see that? I'll just go on BABB again. What's the market cap? It's only 30 million market cap. So I can easily see now get to 1 cent or 1.5 cents, which is 10x, which is only 300 million once they get their banking licenses. So hopefully on the crowd sale they've done enough to get the $1.5 million that they wanted. Tom Barry, I see the bull flag on the 15-minute TRX chart, also a double top. Excellent. Honest Crypto Journey, smash the shit out of the likes. Excellent. I'm Matt with the joking Ferrari steering wheel and pick and premium. Right, okay, excellent. Rob Taylor, the only issue with this strategy from my point of view is what happens if a project you're trading gets stuck with heavy FUD or the project goes down altogether, as many projects will over time. This is where the stop loss comes in. So you said, Rob, that you wouldn't put a stop loss in. This is where that would mitigate that. So if there was a coin that you went all in on, say $100,000 in, say Tron for example, and it was up at 1,000 Satoshi, and then there's loads of FUD came out and it went all the way down to 400, you've lost 60%, which would be $60,000. So you put a stop loss in. So if you're making good gains, if you're up to 30% gains, put the stop loss in at 10%, or put a stop loss in at 10% from the start, or 6%, 6 to 10%. If we're using this strategy, I'd probably go for 10%. So you're kind of mitigating the losses like that. So that kind of stops that from happening, and that's where stop losses may be necessary. Yeah, Rob, you just kind of answered your kind of own question there. And see, is it better to move BABB from IDEX to my Ether wallet? If you don't like IDEX, if you don't like the kind of platform, and yeah, because what you're doing on IDEX, you're storing it in their kind of account, but you can move it from their account and still show on IDEX into your own account, i.e. my Ether wallet. I wouldn't hold your kind of coins on an exchange unless you're trading it. If you're trading it short term, I don't know, 7, 14, 21 days, you could keep it on the exchange. But if you're going to be holding it for the long term, definitely put it into your own wallet and use a ledger, Nano S ledger or something, if you're going to be holding it long term. Reginald Bowler, 10% trade. Sounds like either microcap projects or highly leveraged. Is that 10% or 40%? What's the exclamation point? 10%. I take it you've done there. Either microcap projects or highly leveraged. Best of luck, whatever it is. I'm sure you'll do well. It doesn't have to be the microcap coins. If you look on kind of Binance just now, there are 4 coins currently at 10% just for today. So you've got Fuel, Sonem, IATX and Data up, all up above 10%. So you could take your 10% profit out just now or let this ride just now. So it doesn't have to be microcaps. You can see on Binance, these are bigger cap coins or bigger market capitalization coins. Mac Pollen, I bought Sky right now, 10% tomorrow. I'm in right for the million. Excellent. Mac Pollen, 1% already. Excellent. Dave, only money I have been making the last 2 months is compounding with Teleminer and iCenter. Don't touch the coins I buy, they all go down. I take it they're microcap coins. Terrell Hooker, can you switch coins on Banker using MetaMask? Can you switch coins using the MetaMask? I don't know, to be honest. I've never used kind of MetaMask to switch. I would imagine you could, but honest answer is I don't know, but I'll find out. Ansi, how long have you been into crypto and how have you gained your knowledge, mate? I've been in crypto exactly 1 year and 10 days. 1 year and 10 days. So I got into crypto. No, that's not true, because I bought Bitcoin back, I think it was 2016 or something. 2015 or 2016 when it was $400. I bought 3.14 Bitcoin and I didn't know anything about it. Thought everybody's talking about this, or my kind of circle was talking about it. So I bought 3.14 for $400 each, which was $1,200. And then it went down to about $250. I thought, shit, I've made a bad investment. And I couldn't wait for it to go back up so I could sell them. So it went up to $600 and I sold them at $600. And then when I seen it shooting up to $1,200, then $2,000, then $3,000, I thought, holy shit. If I'd stayed in, I could have made so much money. But if I'd stayed in when it went up to $20,000, that 3.14, that $1,200 investment could have went up to $60,000. And that's the time I started to look seriously at it. And I got really into crypto in June 2017. And I sold a website for, instead of getting $20,000 for a website, I said, pay me in Bitcoin. And Bitcoin at the time was $2,500. So they paid me in Bitcoin. And I've been trading ever since then. So that's how I got into it. Purely on a mistake. But now I'm big time into crypto. Lots of good news for Ether coming tomorrow. What's the good news, Ty? Maybe we should start a castle fund. Debs, yeah, I think, David, we should start to buy a castle or just to get to the castle and have the celebration. I think we should buy a castle. The way we're going to go. Alex Shug, crowd sale starts today. Does that start today? I thought it started already. I thought it was finishing today. One wee second. BABB. Crowd sale. So let's please register here. I will go live on Tuesday 19th June at 12 PM. Right, okay, my mistake, I do apologise. So it's going live today at 12 PM London time. Excellent. I thought I got an email from the team saying it's the last day to get in, or maybe it was the last day to register, that's what it was. Brilliant, thanks for that, Alex. Dominic, Kyle, a little late to the show. You've not missed much. Well, you have. You have. Philly W, the crowd sale starts today. Thanks for that. Brilliant. My mistake there. So the crowd sale starts today for BABB. I'm not going into the crowd sale, just because I've not got the kind of spare cash there. ETH is looking really good on chats now. Yeah, I wonder where are Ethereum just now. ETH. We'll go USDT. So $521 at the moment. On the daily chart, it's not crossed over yet, but I would imagine on the 6 hourly and the hourly, we'll be looking at, so yeah, it's crossed over at 498. So that'd have been a good time to get in at 498 or even the hourly. Wouldn't trade on the hourly, but you could have got in at 497, and it's up at 520 just now. So looking good for Ethereum just now, but it's really kind of following the Bitcoin price. Okay, we've still got 5 minutes left. I use CoinSwitch to transfer Bitcoin to Ether so I can send to an ICO. Is there a better way? I don't know what the fees are like on CoinSwitch, Stephen. So I don't know what the fees are like. It might be better selling Bitcoin or buying Ether on the likes of, I don't know, Binance or one of the exchanges. Sending that to your wallet, your own wallet address. Don't buy an ICO from one of the exchange wallets. Send it to your own wallet and then transferring it that way. So I don't know what the fees are like on CoinSwitch. Tied in early, instead of tethering USDT, just buy BABB. Yeah, BABB was doing well. It was at 0.2 cents. It was just stable. It was almost like a stable coin at 0.2 cents, but it's kind of gone down a wee bit just now to 1.5 cents. But BABB was like a stable coin. SNRT just moved a lot of money to Binance, I believe a lot, to Binance wallet. SNRT. Right, where are we? There is SNRT. Silent Notary. Somebody's, is it yourself that's been talking about this? Ty, I think it's yourself that's been talking about Silent Notary, haven't you? So does that mean it's going on Binance? Is that what you're thinking? Not verified. Oh, ICO slot, that's the wrong one. Silent Notary. I'm just going to kind of look at that again. Well, it is on CoinMarketCap. SNTR, I put SNRT, donkey. So 12 million market cap. So you're saying, Ty, that they put them over onto kind of Binance? Which suggests, I take it you're suggesting that that's going to be listed on Binance? And Dominic, yes, you can stay with MetaMask. Excellent, you can switch coins on Banker using MetaMask. Matt Carpenter, do you know how many PundiX you will be able to buy for the group, please? We will be up to, 1 second, I'll just tell you, PundiX MPXS tokens. So again, this is using compounding, and this is where I actually got the idea. So monthly calculator, so say we start, when did we start? April 2018, and we say on 10, 2018, and we started with 225,000. That's not right, that's on the 5th. That's not right, oh, 2108, donkey. And it's on the 4th. So we're going to have 344,000 PundiX tokens in the community fund by the time the first airdrops come around. So 343,000 tokens. Doesn't sound like a lot just now. It's only like $40 or so, or $20 odd or something just now, by the time we kind of divvy it out between all the kind of premium members. But in 6 months' time, you don't know where PundiX is going to be. It could be 10, could be up to kind of 10 cents. If it is, then we're up to $200 each or something like that. So we just need to wait and see. And that was the kind of idea behind it. That was the best idea at the time. I think the token and the fund is going to be a better idea. It's just there's nothing available just now to do that, or nothing available that will let me do it at the moment. Tied in early, when you surpass everyone who got into crypto by miles and miles, priceless. Yes. Steve, I use MetaMask and Bancor. I never had a coin swap go through. I've always had to sell and buy again. Maybe I should leave my funds on Bancor. I trade fine on Bancor. I don't. There's never really. Well, there is. Sometimes you kind of fails. You just have to kind of go into advanced settings and watch the kind of price differential. So just keep an eye on that as well. But in general, kind of no real problems in the small amounts. Peter Harding, any news on where to store Tron past migration? Once it's migrated, so everything's going to be, by the end of this month, I think everything is going to be kind of up and running. So I think they're going to have their own kind of wallet, and you'll be able to store it on your Nano, your Ledger S as well. Will they support it? Is Nano supporting it? No, I don't think Nano's supporting it. I'm talking shite. You need to wait if they were supporting it. So I don't know if they're going to have their own wallet. You need to research that. So don't just ignore just what I said there. I'm probably talking mince. Yeah, do a wee bit of research, Peter. Mervyn Skidmore, going to look at settling the bot up to compound trade on 2 pairs, 10% profit trailer. What would be your buying strategy for those sort of gains? Well, I'm going to share that. You're in the kind of premium group, Steve, so I'm going to share that in the premium group, exactly what we're going to be doing. But I've been looking for a signal myself, not a bot signal, so automatically, because I don't trust the APIs on the bots, so I'd never use a bot on an exchange, purely because of the APIs. You have to give your details. I would never give those details over. But I'm looking for a signal to let me know automatically when it's hit a certain point. So that's what I'm kind of looking for just now. JC Standard, where do you see Tron price going to be in the next 5 days if BT stays bullish? Oh, goodness knows, you just never know with Tron. I honestly thought Tron was going to go up to 1500 Satoshi just before the mainnet, but it got nowhere near there and started going down. So you just don't know with Tron. You just kind of have to look at the charts on a daily basis and see where it's going and kind of trade it from there. Dave, for me to get to the castle, I need to thumb a lift, as I'll be skint by then. Sure we could organise that for you, Dave. Marcus Jafari, approximately 1.6k have registered their interest in a crowd sale. Excellent. I did register my interest in it, but I'm not going to do it at the moment. And do you think people sell off too early on certain coins because they've been in the market for a while but forget in a way it's still very early days? Yes. Well, no, it depends if you're a trader, Ant. If you're a trader and you kind of know what you're doing, you can sell as long as you're selling at a profit. Then a lot of people sell and you can get back into coins like BNB, like Tron, for example. But some people do sell too early when they could have stayed in and made a lot kind of more money. SNRT could be an exit strategy. Right, so silent notary, so I don't know about that. We've checked Etherscan. Are you into Modem, mate? Modem, is that one of the coins? I've checked that out in the past. Yeah, I've checked that out in the past, but I didn't actually get into it. So I'm not really into it, to be honest. As I said, I can't do a lot of research, as much research as I'd like, so I don't know a lot about a lot of coins. I know I've heard of them, I've kind of checked them out myself, but I don't know too much that I can talk about them. I think PundyX will win the community coin of the month on Binance and get listed. I think so too. It's looking like that just now. Alex Jug, isn't the vote over already? NPXX at 40%. So yeah, it's going to be, I think it's closing today actually. Father Tannehill, I find pay lots of gas fees on Banker. What do you think about using BNT? Yeah, you could use BNT for that. For paying the fees on Bancor, you could. So I don't know if if it's like Binance where you get a discount. So I need to check that out again. My head's stuck in this kind of strategy that I've not been checking for the last couple of days, kind of stuff. So I don't know if you'd be able to use a kind of BNT coin, the token. NPS, they've won the vote, yes, by 41.83%. Excellent. So they've won it already, so it's closed already. I knew it was closing today, but it must be kind of different time zone. Yes, no APIs, golden rule. Take the time to do your own calculations. Yeah, I would never use a bot in trading. Never, ever, ever. My crypto is a good short-term trade to get some PundyX due to Binance listing. Well, the price might be reflected with the news that it could be getting listed. Well, it is going to get listed on Banker. Where is it just now? PundyX, NPXS, because it went up to 1.5 cents. It's gone back up to 1.3 cents. They need to get this market cap sorted out. It's a pain in the arse trying to figure that out all the time. But I think they're up to about 700 million market cap just now, which puts in about 20th position. Is it 20th position? 700 million. 25th-ish position it's in. So it could do it. I wouldn't like to say, to be honest, so do your own research on that. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for just now. Hopefully you'll kind of look into the miracle compounding and just kind of look at that a wee bit further. And if you want the strategy that we're going to be using or testing, really this is testing and experimenting. There's no kind of 100% guarantees in crypto and trading or anything like that. But if you want the strategy, you can join us in the premium group, and hopefully that will give you much more than the $37 a month to join the premium channel. And I'll give you the calls as well. And you get to join the premium channel on Telegram, which is an amazing group of people. That's probably the best part about joining CYT-Crypto. Nothing to do with my calls or anything, but the group is probably the best part of it, and they've got amazing people in there. So if you'd like to join us, hit the link down below as well. And if you like these videos, remember to crush the likes, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bells. And I'll see you tomorrow at the same time, roughly the same time. Until then, namaste. Take care. Bye now.